If you have stood in front of the mirror lately and pinched the soft, stubborn roll around your middle and thought to yourself, this isn't the body I had 10 years ago, I want you to keep watching because what I'm about to show you may genuinely change the way you look at that belly forever. There is an oil. You may have heard your grandmother mention it. It sat in a small dark bottle in medicine cabinets across America for over 100 years, and then it disappeared, replaced by creams, replaced by pills, replaced by procedures that cost thousands of dollars and rarely deliver what they promise. Now, that same oil is being rediscovered, and women in their 50s, 60s, and 70s are reporting something almost unbelievable. A flatter, tighter, smoother midsection in as little as 30 days, without dieting, without exercise, without losing a single pound on the scale. How is that possible? Because what you have been calling belly fat for the last 10 years probably isn't fat at all. And once you understand what it actually is, you will understand why this 4,000-year-old oil produces results that no diet and no workout has been able to give you. Stay with me, because the protocol I'm about to walk you through takes about 15 minutes a night, costs less than a single bottle of moisturizer, and may be the most effective thing you have ever done for the way your stomach looks in the mirror. Most adults over 50 have been told the same story for decades. The belly you see in the mirror is fat. To lose it, eat less, move more, be patient, and eventually you will see results. Some of that is true. But here's what no one is explaining to you, and it is the single most important thing you will hear in this video. What looks like belly fat after 50 is rarely just fat. It is 4 different problems stacked on top of each other. Only one of them is actually fat. The other 3 are quietly making your stomach look much bigger and softer than it actually is. And those 3 are completely fixable, often within weeks. Let me walk you through them. The first is chronic bloating, not the kind that comes after a heavy meal. The slow, low-grade, constant bloating that has become so familiar you do not even notice it anymore. You think it is just how your body looks now. It is not. After 50, digestion slows, gas production increases, the stomach distends in ways it never used to, and the result is a midsection that looks 2 inches bigger than it actually is. The second is lymphatic stagnation. Your lymphatic system is supposed to be your body's waste drainage network. It moves fluid out of your tissues and back into circulation so your kidneys can flush it away. But unlike your blood, your lymph has no pump. It moves only when you move. And after 50, with reduced activity, weakened muscle pumps, and slower circulation, fluid pools in your midsection, your hips, your thighs, your underarms. It looks like fat. It feels like fat. But it is not fat. It is trapped fluid. The third is chronic inflammation. After decades of stress, processed food, hormonal shifts, and disrupted sleep, the tissue in your midsection becomes inflamed. Inflammation creates puffiness. Puffiness mimics weight gain. The skin and tissue around your stomach swell slightly, and that swelling is what you see in the mirror. The fourth is the only one that is actually fat. Subcutaneous fat that has accumulated over years. Real fat that requires real metabolic effort to lose. Here's the breakthrough most people never hear. When you address the first 3, the bloat, the lymph, and the inflammation, your belly can look dramatically different in 30 days, even before you lose a single pound of actual fat. That is exactly what castor oil does when applied correctly. I'm Dr. James Carter. I've spent years studying cardiovascular health and working alongside surgeons and specialists who treat the conditions most adults over 50 are quietly developing without knowing it. And one of the patterns I have watched repeat itself over and over is this: adults in their 50s and 60s spending years frustrated with a belly that will not budge when most of what they are seeing is not fat at all. It is bloat, fluid, and inflammation that the right protocol can address in weeks. Castor oil is not a new discovery. The Egyptians used it 4,000 years ago. It appears in ancient Ayurvedic medicine. Hippocrates wrote about it. It was a household staple in America as recently as your grandparents' generation. Then it was forgotten, replaced by pharmaceutical creams that promised more and delivered less. But the active compound inside castor oil, called ricinoleic acid, has been studied seriously in modern research. Ricinoleic acid is one of the most potent natural anti-inflammatory and lymphatic stimulating compounds ever identified. It penetrates the skin deeply. It reduces tissue inflammation at the cellular level. It activates lymphatic flow, and it stimulates collagen and elastin production in the dermis, which is the layer of skin responsible for tightness, smoothness, and that crepey appearance most adults over 50 know all too well. That is why the results show up so fast. You are draining fluid, calming inflammation, releasing trapped gas, and tightening loose skin all at the same time. Before I show you exactly how to use it, I want you to do something with me right now. This will only take 30 seconds, and the answer will tell you a great deal about whether castor oil is going to work for you. Stand up if you can. Lift your shirt enough to expose your stomach. Press your fingers gently into the area around your belly button. Now press into the soft area just above your hip bones on each side. Now press into the lower belly, just below your navel. What did you feel? If the tissue felt soft, slightly puffy, and your fingers sank in easily before meeting any real resistance, that is fluid and inflammation, not fat. Fat is denser, firmer, less squishy. If the skin did not snap back the way it used to, if it has a slightly loose or crepey quality, that is collagen and elastin loss. Castor oil helps with that as well. If you noticed both of those things, and most adults over 50 will, you're exactly the person this protocol was designed for. The transformation in your case has very little to do with fat loss. It has everything to do with fixing the puffiness, the fluid, and the loose skin that have been hiding the body underneath. Let me tell you about a patient I learned about through a colleague. Her name was Sandra. She was 58, a retired nurse from outside Phoenix. She had been carrying what she called her menopause belly for almost 10 years. She had tried everything. Weight Watchers, keto, intermittent fasting, daily walking, strength training. She had genuinely lost some weight over the years. 15 pounds at one point. But her belly never changed. Not really. She would lose weight, look at her stomach in the mirror, and feel like she had wasted months for nothing. Her primary doctor told her it was normal aging. Her gynecologist told her it was menopause. Her trainer told her she just needed more cardio. Nobody had ever explained to her that what she was seeing in the mirror might not be fat at all. She started a simple castor oil protocol, the same one I am going to give you in a moment. 20 minutes a night, 5 nights a week. After 7 days, she noticed her jeans fitting differently, looser at the waist, not because she had lost weight. The scale had not moved. The fluid had started draining. After 3 weeks, her husband asked her if she was doing something different. He said her stomach looked tighter. She showed him the bottle of castor oil. He laughed. He did not believe her. After 30 days, she took a photo for herself. Same outfit, same lighting, same mirror as a photo she had taken a month earlier. Her belly was visibly flatter, visibly smoother, visibly tighter. Not because she had burned fat, because the lymph had drained, the inflammation had reduced, the bloat had cleared, and her skin had begun rebuilding the collagen and elastin she had been losing for years. She told my colleague the same thing I have heard so many people say in different forms. Why did no one tell me this 20 years ago? Now here is exactly how to use it. You need 3 things: a bottle of organic, cold-pressed, hexane-free castor oil, a dry skin brush with natural bristles, and about 15 to 20 minutes a night, 5 nights a week. That is the entire protocol. 4 steps. Step 1. Dry brush before your shower. Take your dry brush. Starting at your feet and working upward, brush your skin in long, firm strokes, always moving toward your heart. Spend 2 to 3 minutes total. Focus on your belly, your thighs, your hips, your underarms, and your upper arms. Brush firmly enough that your skin turns slightly pink. That pinkness is the visible sign of activated blood flow and lymphatic drainage. You want that. This step alone, done daily, would produce visible changes within 30 days. Combined with castor oil, the effect compounds dramatically. Step 2. Shower normally with warm water. Quick warm shower. Nothing special. The point is to clean the brush skin and open the pores with the warmth so the oil absorbs more deeply. Step 3. Apply the castor oil while skin is still warm. Pour about a tablespoon of castor oil into your hands. Warm it briefly between your palms. Apply it to your belly. Massage in slow clockwise circles around your belly button. The clockwise direction matters. Your colon moves in a clockwise direction. Circular massage in that path supports digestion and lymphatic drainage along the same route. Going counterclockwise can actually slow things down, so always clockwise. Massage for 5 to 10 minutes, slowly, firmly enough to feel pressure but not enough to cause pain. After your belly, apply more oil to your hips, your waist, your thighs, and your underarms, anywhere you see crepey skin, puffiness, or that soft trapped fluid feeling. Step 4. Let it absorb. Wear an old t-shirt or wrap a towel around your waist. The oil will stain fabric, but it washes out with regular detergent. Let the oil sit on your skin for at least 30 minutes. Or, ideally, sleep with it on overnight. The longer it stays in contact with your skin, the deeper it penetrates and the more it works. That is the protocol for your belly. But here is something most people miss once they have a bottle of castor oil in their home. The same oil works on your face. The same ricinoleic acid that reduces puffiness and stimulates collagen in your belly does exactly the same thing on the face. And the face is where most adults over 50 want results the most. The crow's feet around the eyes, the sagging around the jawline, the deeper lines around the mouth, the crepey texture under the eyes. All of it responds to the same mechanism. Here is how to use it on your face. After washing your face at night, take 2 or 3 drops of castor oil, warm it between your fingertips. Apply it gently to the areas where you have lines, sagging, or crepey skin. Massage in slow upward circles for 2 to 3 minutes. Always upward, never downward. Gravity has been pulling your face down for 60 years. You do not want to add to that with your massage direction. Pay particular attention to the area around the eyes, but stay outside the lash line so the oil does not get directly into your eyes. Some women apply it directly to the eyelashes themselves, where it stimulates lash growth and thickening over 4 to 6 weeks. Many find their lashes grow noticeably thicker within a month. Sleep with the oil on. Wash it off in the morning. The same compounds working on your belly are working on your face overnight. 2 transformations from 1 bottle. A few drops also work wonders on your hands and elbows, 2 areas where crepey skin is often the first sign of age that gives a person away. A small amount of castor oil massaged into your hands at night, then covered with cotton gloves, can dramatically improve the texture and tightness of the skin within 2 to 3 weeks. Now I want to be straight with you about who this protocol works best for and who it does not. This protocol is designed for adults over 50 whose belly looks the way it does because of bloat, fluid retention, inflammation, and loose skin. If you pressed your stomach during the test earlier and it felt soft, puffy, and full of trapped fluid, this is for you. If you noticed your skin has lost its tightness and feels crepey, this is for you. If you have been frustrated with your stomach despite eating well and staying active, this is almost certainly for you. This protocol is not a fat loss program. If you have significant subcutaneous fat that has built up over many years, castor oil will improve the appearance of your stomach. It will reduce the puffiness around the fat. It will tighten the skin covering the fat, but it will not dissolve the fat itself. For meaningful fat loss, you still need the standard work of nutrition and movement. This protocol is also not appropriate for women who are pregnant or breastfeeding. Castor oil applied to the abdomen has historically been used to induce labor and should be avoided entirely during pregnancy. If you have an open wound, an active skin infection, or a known sensitivity to castor oil, do not use it until those issues are resolved. For everyone else, particularly women between the ages of 50 and 75 who recognize themselves in the description of bloat, lymphatic stagnation, and loose skin, this is one of the most accessible and effective protocols available. Here's what you can realistically expect week by week if you are consistent. Week 1. The first thing you will notice is your skin. Castor oil is one of the most deeply moisturizing substances on Earth. Within 3 or 4 days, your belly skin will feel softer and more hydrated than it has in years. By the end of the first week, your jeans will likely fit looser at the waist. The scale will not have moved. The bloat and trapped fluid have started to release. Many women also notice their bowel movements becoming more regular within the first week, a side effect of the lymphatic and digestive activation. Week 2. This is the week the visual changes begin. The puffiness around your midsection will visibly reduce. Your waist will start to look more defined. The space between your hip bones will appear flatter. Inflammation at the cellular level is calming down. Fluid that was trapped in your tissues is being drained back into circulation and flushed away. The reflection in the mirror starts to look different. People who see you regularly may not yet notice. You will. Week 3. Now the skin tightening begins. The collagen and elastin response builds slowly. Around day 18 to 21, you will start to notice your skin looking and feeling firmer. The crepey quality will soften. Loose areas will feel slightly more taut. Your husband, your sister, or a friend may begin commenting that something looks different about you, even if they cannot place exactly what. Week 4. This is when the full transformation lands. Your belly is visibly flatter, smoother, tighter. The skin has rebuilt enough collagen and elastin to look genuinely younger. The inflammation is significantly reduced. The lymphatic drainage is functioning better than it has in years. And the digestive support from the daily massage has compounded into noticeably better gut function. By day 30, if you have done this consistently, you will be looking at a different stomach in the mirror than the one you started with. Now, before we close, let me tell you the 3 biggest mistakes I see people make with this protocol. Mistake 1. Buying the wrong oil. Most castor oil on grocery store shelves is processed with hexane, a chemical solvent that strips out much of the ricinoleic acid that makes the oil work. Always buy organic, cold-pressed, and hexane-free. It will say so clearly on the label. If it does not say it, do not buy it. Mistake 2. Skipping the dry brushing. People often try to take a shortcut and just use the oil. The dry brushing is what activates the lymphatic system before the oil goes on. Without it, you lose roughly half the effect. 2 minutes of brushing is the difference between modest results and dramatic results. Mistake 3. Quitting before 30 days. This is the biggest one. Your skin is on a 28-day cell renewal cycle. The collagen and elastin response builds slowly, layer by layer. Most of the visible transformation happens between day 21 and day 30. If you stop at day 10 because you do not see enough change, you will quit right before the protocol starts working at full strength. Give it 30 days. Take a photo of your stomach today and another on day 30. Then, judge for yourself. Here is what I want to leave you with. The belly you have been frustrated with for 10 years is not the belly you think it is. Most of what you see in the mirror is not fat. It is bloat, fluid, inflammation, and loose skin that has been quietly losing its structure for decades. You do not need a new diet. You do not need surgery. You do not need a $1,000 cream that promises miracles and delivers nothing. You need 15 minutes a night, a bottle of an oil your grandmother used, and 30 days of consistency. If this video helped you, send it to one woman in your life who has been frustrated with her stomach for years. A sister, a friend, a daughter, a mother. Tell her to give it 30 days. Then watch what happens. Take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next one.